What's up, family? It's your boy Jay Floyd, man, aka Big Bro. Welcome again to another episode of the Big Bro Podcast, man. Yo, this is the last episode of the year, man, 2020. This has been a crazy year, so we're gonna wrap it all up. So before we do all of that, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. If y'all could do me a favor and click like and subscribe on this, man, I really appreciate all the traffic I got from the Smoky Norfolk video, man. We got a ton of new subscribers. We got a ton of views on that, man. I think we up to like 2K right now after just a couple of weeks, man. So, that might not be like numbers like, you see some other websites doing or some other podcasts. But for us, man, we growing, man. We rocking, man. And I love it, man. I love y'all. Thank you for chiming in. I know I touched on some topics that some people might have disagreed with, and I had a couple of fellas come in and say, hey, here's where I stand on that. I feel what you're saying, but the way I was raised, and that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out. One dude even came in and was like, yo, I feel like this. And, we didn't agree, man. We differed on our opinion, and we chopped it up back and forth. And I was like, yo, number one, I appreciate you coming in and being able to give a different opinion. I still don't see it that way, but I appreciate it because this is what the whole podcast is all about. It's what the Big Bro Show is all about, us talking about these things. It ain't about one person knowing all the answers, but we need to talk about this and we need to hash it out. We need to get it out there, right? And he even was like, yo, I wouldn't even call this a disagreement. I would say we're sharing ideas, man. It's an exchange of ideas. And I like that, man. Big up to that. So, man, thank y'all all for supporting, man. Click like and subscribe on this and hit that bell down there. That bell will let you know when I got a new episode out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't go on a schedule. You know what I'm saying? I roll when the spirit moves me. So, yeah, whenever a new episode come out, you will get notified if you hit that bell. So hit it. Thank y'all, man. Shout out to my biggest supporters. Shout out to my sponsors, man. Shout out to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. Hey, look, check this out. The beard journey continues. You know what I'm saying? This bad boy, hey, it's starting to get to the point where I think I need to trim this boy, man. It's like some size is longer than the other, man, but this is it's curling up under there, man. It's getting some shape and some body and some health, man. I'm feeling good, man. This is a perfect holiday beard, man. You know what I'm saying? We did the No Shave November, and now here we go at the end of the year. We're going to be rolling in good, man. We're going to be rolling in real good. You know what I'm saying? 2021, we're going to come in with the brand new, with body to it, Body. Yeah. So, yeah, shout out to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. If y'all want to get y'all beard together, get y'all beard game going, I highly recommend the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Also, my other sponsor, man, Blackwater, BLK, period. Blackwater, man. Really healthy water, man. They got fulvic minerals. The water is actually black, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little scary to people, but for me, I'm black on black everything. So that don't scare me. For me to drink some black water is like, hey, that only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I get my water in. I get over 64 ounces a day. So I love reaching out to Blackwater, man. They got some good flavors, some coconut, some lime. They got a whole bunch of good flavors. All the information and the links will be right in the description. So check them out. Also, man, for all of my fellas, man, I highly recommend y'all get y'all a facial routine. You know what I'm saying? Get you a face cleansing routine. Get you a skincare routine. You know what I'm saying? Especially the melanated brothers out there, you know what I'm saying? All of my fam, my melanated fam, I highly recommend, especially once you get past 40, man. I'm 44. Once you get past 40, man, it's cool. You get up in the morning or you get in the shower, but before you go to bed, I highly recommend you getting you a wash routine, man. Get you some moisturizing routine, some really natural products, man. There's a ton of natural, especially black-owned natural companies out there with soap, with moisturizer, with face wash, exfoliating, get downs, man, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I highly recommend y'all get that going on, man. Those natural products are not just for the ladies, man. Yo, they for the fellas too. They got them for us, man. So get that going on, man, and you stay moisturized and, keep your skin looking the way you need to be looking, man. Have a guy shining up out of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So listen, this is, like I said, this is my last episode of 2020. I really just wanted to come and hop in here. Number one, COVID, man. It's a horrible thing, man. I just pray to God and I say thank you. I thank God that my children are healthy and safe, that I'm healthy and safe. Me and my wife are healthy and safe. That we, this is different. We can't go out and kick it like we used to. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't really kick it a lot, no way. But I do miss going out to church and getting up on stage and speaking to all my folks, man, and really trying to pour into people and showing God's light to people and then praying for people afterwards, man, hugging people. I do miss that warmth, that closeness to God, to the family, to the body. You know what I'm saying? I miss that. You know, so, you know, we make changes, we make adjustments, but it's okay to be in a house. Sometimes, you know, God called a time out on us. And I think right now is a time out. You know, at the beginning of 2020, a lot of people, whether it was people who call themselves prophets or, you know, coaches or speakers, everybody was like, yo, this is the year of clear vision, 2020 clear vision. When you really think about it, it was. It really was. You know, God came through with that scalpel, as he's known to do. And he started cutting through a lot of stuff. Like for us in our flesh, for people who like to control things and know what's going on, it was confusing. It was a little chaotic. But if you really look at it, the way God cutting through, man, he was cutting through a lot of nonsense. He's cutting through to a lot of truth. A lot of things you look at, you know, what people call all of this that's going on with racial disparity, all of this racial unrest. You know, like you'll hear people say, man, all these things going on right now. These things been going on. They've been here from day one. You know, so the way God come through and start cutting through so that we can start making some changes for once, some real substantive changes. That's clear vision. Everybody's like, oh, well, you know, these racial hate groups came out of nowhere. Well, you know what? People was hating race anyway. People was hating me because I'm black anyway. So now they rise up, they say who they are, we get a clear vision. But I'm saying though, if it's happening anyway, it's better that we have the clear vision. So if at the beginning of 2020 and at the end of 2019, people everybody was barking about clear vision, you really think about it, we got some. We got some. We may not like what we're seeing, but we got some. All right? So that's one of the things I want to talk about here as we end this year. Secondarily, man, here as we stand right in the middle of the holiday season, you know, Christmas just passed, New Year's coming up, you know. I know I've been on a little break. I haven't posted any videos. My wife has actually posted videos, so go check out her page at Nia's Take, man. Go check out her YouTube channel. You know, she's chopping it up about books, about movies, and how they relate to the culture. So check that out, man. It's really important stuff. Yo, so I've been on a break, man. But listen, one of the keys to the holiday season, what I always try to pour into people whenever I can, because it's been poured into me. This is a time, especially as a man, if you're leading a family, this is a time where you can start to build some plans and make changes. I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions. I'm talking about really logically trying to decide what's my input and what's my output. You know, what am I putting in and what am I getting out? What am I getting out that I don't like? And how can I change what's going in so that I can change what's coming out? Right? Because everything about life is a formula. It's all about what's going in to what's coming out. So how can we start to change our inputs? My children, my wife, my family, my house, how can I put everybody in the position they need to be? Right? Right now, you know, we can't be around family, so that may bring up some other things. You may have an opportunity to see those things in a different way. You know, Thanksgiving, Christmas is usually you're around the same people. It may be the same arguments. It may be the same cycles. It may be the same toxicity, the same toxic cycles that you can't seem to break. Well, right now you got an opportunity to take a step back and take a different approach on it, right? You have no choice but to be different this year. So why not eliminate some toxicity? Why not take this opportunity to be like, yo, this thing ran in my family until it ran into me, right? This is something we always go through, but I'm about to shut it down. I'm about to bring some light into the situation so we ain't got to deal with that no more, right? Clear communication. Hey, normally when we come together, this thing tends to happen. All right, so now it's going to be a little different. We can't come together. So maybe I speak into that a little different. Maybe I try to speak some light into some situation. I don't know what the situation is, but I know we all got them. We all got them. Me and my wife challenge each other all the time. What's going on in our family historically? What was passed down to us? You know, neither one of us come from a family where the marriage was, our parents were together. Our parents stayed together. Our parents are both divorced. So we don't get that direct blueprint of what a successful marriage looks like. So we got to always try to tap in to what other people are pouring into us. And then bring that into our families. Hey, try to kind of speak that in. Because we ain't gonna always know. We're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna learn. Then we get poured into from our mentors and our family and the people that are walking ahead of us. And then we take that and we pass it on down, right? So I'm saying right now is an opportunity for us to say this year is different. This holiday is different. Everything looks different. So why shouldn't I step in and be a little different? And different can mean, let me eliminate some of this poison that we've been drinking every year. Let me heal some of this fungus that's been festering every year, right? Let me step in and do a little bit of that. You could even start to heal some of our culture, man. Some of our culture. I know y'all all may remember I did that WAP video a couple of months back. It was probably my most popular video where I talked about WAP in a multitude of ways. Here is the time where you can start to say, all right, what am I listening to? What am I taking in? TV, music, what's the culture that I'm feeding it? Again, input to output. If I want to be a person with healthier output, if I want to be a 44-year-old man who's a father, a mentor, a husband, somebody, a role model, if I want to pour that out, what am I pouring in? Right? What do I pour in? Is it off base? Is it always off base? What is my humor? Do I only laugh when stuff is foul? Is that what entertains me all the time? Is the bulk of my entertainment something that's foul, something that's forbidden, something that you shouldn't be saying? I ain't saying people shouldn't laugh at that kind of stuff or shouldn't be entertained by that, but if that's the bulk, think about what the output of that is. If that's the bulk of what you're inputting, what's your output? What is it? It's obviously it's going to be a little off. You're going to be challenged. It's going to be harder. And as you get older, you start to make things a little easier on yourself. Things can't be so hard. You can't hold two minds at all times, right? Oh man, I know I need to say this in the best way to my wife, but 80% of what I take in is foul and says horrible things about women. So then when I go to speak to my wife, I gotta constantly translate that through my inner critic and my inner character check, my inner spell check. I gotta get my inner grammar check. I gotta constantly that's a lot of work, man. And the word says you can't serve two masters. Can't be of two minds. It's not gonna work, right? You can't. When I think about our culture, man, I'm always thinking about, y'all remember that movie Kill Bill, man? The Quentin Tarantino movie. Remember when he had that long speech? It was like a soliloquy in the middle of the movie where he talked about Superman. He's like, Superman is the only hero that's not of this earth. He's an alien, right? So most heroes, they have their secret identity as a regular person. And in their costume, they're the super person, right? But Superman's the opposite. Because in his regular identity, he's the super person. He's an alien with powers that you can't even imagine. So in secret identity is a regular guy, right? So he has to go the opposite way. And then when he does it, he tries to disguise himself as us, right? So he puts on the glasses and, he's not as cool. He's nerdy and he's bumbling and he's stumbling and he's nervous and he's clumsy, can't do nothing right, because that's how he sees us. Because he's so great, how he sees us is all jacked up. So when he gets into the character to blend in with us, that he's showing us how he sees us, right? I always think about that when I listen to music. Because if you listen to how these people are, what they are painting you as, think about what most rappers are saying. I'm dope, you ain't. I got this, you ain't got it. I'm rich, you broke. I'm blank, you ain't. Everything is into this. I'm speaking myself as perfect, as big, as this super figure. And I'm also describing this abstract you as being nothing. I sell crack, you buy it. I live off crack money, you smoke it. I do this, you don't. I don't do this, you do. I got your woman. They don't say woman. You know what I'm saying? They say B-I-T-C-H. We know what they say. So my thing is this, that culture that's constantly saying who they are, building a Superman. But when they speak into you, and you might not think they're talking to you, but subconsciously, if you take enough, you ain't, then you ain't. They're talking to you. You're internalizing that. You may fantasize about being them, but you internalize being you, right? It's the Clark Kent syndrome. especially in hip hop, man. That's why when I do my music, what I do is empower people. I speak life into you. J. Floyd speaks life. I'm speaking life into you. And I'm not building myself as Superman. I'm building myself as the same as you. And then I'm taking both of us and saying how great we can be if we follow God. If we walk in our power, walk in our purpose, right? But I'm talking about all the struggles, all of that. You know, one of the things I think is really key, I think it's really kind of ironic that they put explicit stickers on rap, right? Because as far as I knew, the word explicit means fully explained or clearly explained. When most explicit music don't explain jack, they just tell you. They go straight through 100 layers to say I sold crack to my mom. But they never explicitly tell you what it felt like and how it impacted them and how it still impacts them and how it hurt and how it hurt them, how it hurt us, all of that, how it hurt our neighborhoods. They don't talk about that. So to me, it ain't too explicit. It's actually pretty passive aggressive. When you really think about it, real explicit would be long. The songs would be more than 2-3 minutes. They tell you the full impact and then try to help you heal. They wouldn't just hand you their pain. A lot of this culture just hands you their pain. Who hands you their healing though? Who hands you their healing? I'ma do it. And anybody else out there who's trying to do it, I salute y'all. Let's rock together. Let's do it, man. Everybody hated 2020. Moving into 2021, you don't wait for things to get better. You get better. So what we gonna do better? Let's change. Let's heal. Let's change. Let's heal. How do you change? How do you heal? The formula, what's going in versus what's coming out, right? Got to go all the way into the root, man. If you want to know the flowers, you got to study the seeds. Flat out. So, yo, it's Big Bro, man. 2020, my last show, man. Let's walk into 2021. Let's walk in our power, man. Chop it up with me down below and tell me, what do you want to change this year, man? What do you want to grow in? And how you going to study the seeds? How you going to get to the roots? How you going to change the formula of input versus output and really change what's going on and not sit back and passively wait for a digit on the calendar to make a difference, but you make a difference. How you gonna do that? Let's chop it up about it, man. Even if you wanna disagree / exchange some ideas, man, I'm open for that too. I love all of y'all, man. One.